the screens, but I got 4 different phones, so every screen has like a different color me. It makes me different color on every screen. That's sort of interesting. Let's see. Let me try to get all this stuff up and running, up and running, up and running, so I don't have to get up and running. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't look bad. That doesn't look bad. Let's see. 6 months. So wait 6 months for a grant for your business, or just start with 0 money today. Yeah, and that's what I want to cover. But I want to see how can I help you? I mean, this is why I really do the live stuff. Is trying to help people so I know I could understand people's problems better out there, because I feel I could do a book on anything. I've written 100 books, only 10 have made money. So my problem is not writing the book, is trying to figure out what to do. Hillary's going to prison, I heard. I think a couple other people too. But now actually there's a big business in what they call returning citizens. These are people who've been in prison before. So when you're in prison, I guess you're not really like a citizen. So you're coming back, Dr. Lesko, I almost got a PhD, but I quit and started my business, and that was much better. Is there a grant to help me pay off credit card debt? Yes, there is. I have well, actually, if you go to Udemy, I have a course on that. There's $20, or a download ebook, $20 on lesco.com/tutor, and you'll see that there. And that will tell you how to start. Now, nobody's going to write you a big check. You're in debt for $50,000. You know, nobody's going to write you a check and say, okay, here's a check for $50,000. Everything's okay. Go on, son. Have a good time. No, that won't happen. I mean, that may be, you may get lucky, and then I'll put you on my infomercial. But that most likely isn't going to happen. But there is a lot of free help, not only help you maybe pay for some of that, but to get the burden of the debt off of your back. There's people that the government pays for free, so they help you for free. I need to buy a house, first-time home buyer. How do I do that? Okay, I need to buy it. How long does it take? How long does it take? Okay, the people that help you for free, there are about 3 or 4 agencies that do that. In that report, I show you how to do it. It's videos of the people who help you. They explain how they help you doing all this stuff. They get rid of that burden. They fix it all up, probably could reduce it, and don't charge you a penny. Nobody there is selling you. The same thing with your credit card debt. You can find out all this stuff for yourself and fix it. I mean, maybe able to get the debt in half and then get a payment for $1 a month for the rest of your life or whatever. Something like that is more likely to happen. But you could get free help in doing that. The problem is we don't know how to do that. So we're scared as hell, and we're looking for just the money to pay it all off. You don't have to do that to get rid of the problem. So that's why I show you that option. Okay, here, how to get money to buy a house. Okay, and there's lots of grants. I do a report, on housing. I'm doing one almost every day now. I need the dental work. Okay, I'll cover that too. But I do a report on housing, and that shows you 150 programs anywhere you are. I mean, but there's stuff you don't know how to ask. See, remember that the people you go to ask for financing a house are your banker and your real estate broker. Okay, all of the banker wants to sell you money. So they don't care about who's giving out money for free, right? Because they're charging the money. So they have no way to do that. I have to pay my dentist. Okay, that's a different kind of problem. But before, I could tell you about getting dental work for free before you had it done. Now you had it done and you have a bill. So, okay, we'll work on that too. But housing, okay, there's ways to do that. You have to go to your city, your county. I just helped somebody on lesco.com talk. He just got $150,000 mortgage, and he got $38,000 as down payment money. Now, this is payment money he does not have to pay back, but he has to live there. So he got $38,000 as a grant. to help him buy a house. $38,000, wow, on only a $150,000 house. Wow, I mean, that's incredible to me. But that was a city program. See, it's different in every city, every place you are. All these things are different, and he was able to put together that deal. And he was a little upset because he had us to stay there 5 years. I mean, he just bought the house, he just didn't like it. Oh, there's all kinds. I mean, you never know. Are there grants to help me pay off my credit card debt? Okay, I still help you on that. And if you want to start, and not by my book, I understand, is start with your HUD counselor, HUD counselor. If you just Google that, you'll get make sure it's a website that's .gov. You do not want to go to any other website until you really know what the hell you're doing, and that takes a long time. I've been 40 years doing this stuff, and I still don't know what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, because it's full of sharks out there, particularly the internet. Remember that Google is a place where they want to sell you something. If you don't go to Google and buy anything, Google goes out of business. So that's why everything on Google is somebody who wants to sell you something. Okay, and that's a problem. So that's why you have to be careful of that. Okay, where are we on? So the housing. Okay, the housing, you have to go your city, your county, local nonprofit organizations, federal government, state government, and also quasi-government things like the Federal Home Loan Bank Board. Wow, what the hell are they? Well, that's a government banking things that give out money for grant money and money you don't have to pay back for all kinds of real estate programs. And there's 8 of them all over the country. So you find out which ones are in your. Let's go ahead. Also, I get food stamps. Get a grant. Will I lose my food stamp? I don't know. But again, you could ask. You just ask the food stamp people. It depends on. I guess maybe some you would, some you wouldn't. But never trust even me or whatever on the facts, because the facts are different everywhere. And it's not because of fake news. It's because of things it's because things are so complicated, no one really knows the answer. Except you go to the horse's mouth. So you find either. There's 2 ways I would do this if I were you. I would go online and look for SNAP, S-N-A-P, that's the food stamps people. Now they'll have for your state. See, that's given out at the state. So you look for the SNAP office at the state. So if you live in Michigan, you can put apply SNAP Michigan. And then they'll have something on their website there about an email or something, or maybe a text to ask your message. Okay, if they don't, oh, Fletcher's there, blue and white question mark suit, because we have lots and lots of questions. Yes, we have lots and lots of suits, because everybody has lots and lots of questions. Yeah, so you go there and you just ask the question. So they'll give you an email back or not. Listen, they're not going to go and find your email and get back to you. I mean, this is the government. They have trouble delivering the mail, let alone figuring out that. If you're that paranoid, well then, I don't know, you're going to have a long life. I don't think shit's going to happen to you no matter what you do. So you might as well just do the easy way. You do the hard way, it's going to happen probably to you anyway. I'm not even an American citizen. Can I still get financial help? Absolutely. Man, they're asking you to come here, and whether it's it depends. Some programs you do, some programs it doesn't. But particularly, services, all of them are free. They don't even ever ask. Money, they may or may not. So that's a hit and miss thing. Then also, I mean, we have money programs set up just for like refugees, and people who are immigrants. That's all it's for. People who are not Americans yet. So if you don't apply because you're not American, they have other programs for that. But it's different all over. You can't say definitively yes this or no that. And that's the biggest problem. Everybody wants a definitive answer, and there probably isn't one. And that's why you see so many books on everything. The tax cut is good, the tax cut is bad. You can make a case for almost anything. You do enough research, you can find enough samples of organizations or situations that makes that true, and that's how we just justify our own instincts usually. And that's why, if you're right wing, you just watch Fox News and see all the stuff on that side. You're left wing, you go to MSNBC and see all this stuff on that side. And the real answer is usually in the middle. So what you got to do is find out directly from the horse's mouth. So you want to know what SNAP, go there. If they don't give you an answer, then call your congressman. I forget what it is, but if you don't, just call up your librarian, ask for the local office of your congressman, and ask them that question, because they'll have a back office phone number at SNAP where they call and they get their questions answered. Because see, they're the ones that write their checks. You don't. You just pay the taxes to give to the congressman, and they decide how much money they're going to get of yours. So that's why they pay more attention to elected officials than they do you or I. So that's why you want to use that system. So you want to get a good answer on something like that. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Love the jacket. Well, thank you. I forgot to check about, and I went to somebody last night, and it was a good question. See, there's a penalty if you don't have health insurance, that you pay your taxes this year. So if you don't have health insurance, you're going to get hit with a fine. It starts about $600 or whatever. I think it depends on how much income you are. But I think they got rid of that in the new tax law that they just passed, that they were saying that, the current administration is trying to get rid of Obamacare, so they're trying to do any way they can think of to starve it to death, because so if they don't have that mandate, see, that's the mandate, you have to get it, sort of like car insurance, you have to get automobile insurance if you drive a car. So it's the same way with health insurance, because that's how insurance works. If everybody's in the pot, then, it's the current, what they want to change the healthcare law, the proposed was, that didn't pass, was that, you could buy it if you want, whenever you want, So that's why you get sick, you'll go buy it, And so, insurance doesn't work that way, because everybody has to put in, and then when somebody has a big bill, so the rest of us sort of pay a little bit. And that's how your automobile insurance. So if you only got insurance when you had an accident, nobody would buy insurance. They just buy it when they have an accident, and what happens? The system collapses. So that's what they're trying to do with this. So I forgot to check, because I think you don't have to pay that mandate, but I'm not positive if that will be for the following year or is it for this year. Hi Matthew, love the blue suit. I forgot what website for dental assistant. I didn't talk any website about dental assistant because there's too many places to go. There's a lot of places to get free and low cost dental assistance. Now I put this in my one-stop reports, these one-stop reports, and I have over 20 states finished now. So if you go to lesco.com/one-stop, you'll see 20 states, and see there's over 300-400 programs in there, but there's a couple dozen just for dental, and how to get that free and cheap. And it really boils down to there's clinics in your neighborhood, local clinics that get money to, they call it sliding scale clinics. So depending on how much money that you have is how much they pay. And you could find a bunch of those. Your state, your county supports clinics too, dental clinics. So you could call up your local county government and find out about, so it'll be at your Department of Health. So if you, just Google whatever county you're in, Kent County in New York or something like that, and you're looking for a county health department, Kent County, New York, and contact them and tell you're looking for low-cost dental clinics. And there'll be some that's paid by the county or other paid by nonprofits and things like this that provide their services. Here's another key word you look at is besides free and low cost, it's safety net clinics. So these are clinics, dental clinics. They call them safety nets because they, so people don't fall through the cracks, and they have lousy teeth, and you're not going to contribute to society if we don't have good teeth, and so that's another key word. So you could say you could Google dental safety net, and now when you get that report, that list from Google, you're going to get millions of websites, and stay away from anything with .com. Maybe some of them you'll see .com websites there that they'll say, yes, we have all the free things there, but they don't. It's just a superficial thing. Most of everything one I've seen like that, it's nowhere near complete. And they're just trying to get your name or your email address or whatever. They're trying to get, they're selling that. They have to make money doing that. Hi, so do I have, do have a question? Okay, what's your question, Alan? Just tell me. I'll try to get to it. So that's what, so safety net. Also a good place to look for free is two other organizations. One, your dental schools in the area. So find your dental schools in the area. You can do that by there's an association of dental schools, and they have a whole list. That's how I do it. Or you go to your state capital and look for your state dental society. Every state has a dental professional society, and many of them keep lists of free and low-cost dental care. Sometimes they do it themselves. Then there's another program that gives out volunteer dentists that treat people for free, and there's an organization, so you can Google that and try to find that, volunteer dentist. But like I say, I have all those dental things in my One Stop. So if you go to letsgo.com/onestop, and I got about 20 of them there, and you could sort all those by name, because then they'll be in order by the name of the state, and that's an easy way to look at it. And your state isn't there, then I have a one with a black cover there right on the front page. You could order from that, and it'll take me 2 weeks to do it. Now I just finished one for Nevada. Right? That's right, Nevada. And so that will be up soon. I was surprised how much stuff they do. Do you write grants for people? You don't need a grant writer. Everything I talked about so far tonight, don't need a grant writer. Everything is either no application or it's 3 or 4 pages, fill in the blanks, and that's it. Forget about grant writers, unless you're a nonprofit. Then you want to talk about it. And there's ways to do it. And even if you are a nonprofit, find out where you're going to get your money first before you ever hire a grant writer. So that's the main thing. Now I have if you go to letsgo.com/course, that I have a course there on why people don't get grants. That's why the reason is. So I explain the whole process, what's in most people's minds that's wrong about grants. So I explain that process there. So I have a course, if that will help you figure it out, what it is. Alan Thompson, I'm with my friend. He doesn't think this is live. Could you just say my name? Alan Thompson, Alan Thompson, Alan Thompson. He doesn't think I'm live, right? Well, I barely feel like that sometimes. No, I feel very live all the time. Oh, it is live. Cairo, that's a great name. I always think about going there. You are, let's see. Oh, Tim Fleming's there, nice to watch you. Herman, who else is on Facebook? Cool. So that's why I really, one of the calls I got today, and help people on, if you want to talk to me on the phone and give you websites or whatever for your special problem. But there's a fellow today who wanted to start a business, and it was really educating people how to buy a car. And he figured he was going to do this in videos. Okay, so he's going to have instructional videos because he's been a car salesman for a long time. And he was going to have instructional videos on how to buy a car, and he felt he needed $10,000 to do that. Okay, so I sent him a whole bunch of lists and where to check for for business grants. Business grants are tough, particularly to do anything you want with the business grants. I mean, you can. I mean, there's a lot of, but most of it is local. It's not federal stuff unless it's big. Big grants at the federal level. But if you want, $5, $10, $15,000 or 20 up to 50, and that's all local. And it's through things like incubator programs. It's local economic development offices. I bought some stuff, but I don't know how to get it. Maybe it went to the wrong email address. Oh, Brakita, I'm sorry, Brakita. Email me at Let's Go. Maybe I could write that here. When did you write? I mean, if it's a custom report, it takes me like 2 weeks to do it. R-A-D-I-O. I have to know how to spell. That's the problem with this. At gmail.com. Gmail. See, not Gmail. Gmail.com. Yeah, Burkina, and okay, I'll forward the receipt from poor. Well, that's okay. Either one. I just need your email address. And do you know how long ago did you purchase it? Sorry. Oh no, you're more important than these people. I'm helping them for free. You paid money, maybe a week. Is it a custom report? But let me check anyway. So I could find it and let you relax instead of me guessing, because I'm guessing. And I guess wrong a lot of times now. No, just some books. Well, I only have ebooks. So I send nothing in the mail. So in your receipt, if it's something that's already done, yes, what was the easiest grant to get? Then you download it. They're ebooks. Okay. There would be a link in the what do you call it? The receipt that you ordered. Download a link to download the ebooks. But send me your information anyway, so let me check to make sure. And if you don't hear from me back in the next day or two, then beat on me, because I'm just an old guy who forgot something again. So I don't want to do that, okay? And I know the older I get, the more I screw up. I mean, I don't know if it's age or the older you get, you just don't give a shit as much, or what it is that makes me do that. Okay, I will, and double check. Thank you. You bet. No, anytime. Always bitch. Bitch at the source, because other people could fix things, and that's why, something with the government that screws you up. The people you want to bitch to is you could do the office of the government, but then if that doesn't work, then you go to your elected official. They're the ones, your elected official, because they're the only one in the government has a motive to help you, because your vote. This is why they stay in business all the time. Most all of their staff is just there to help people like you solve problems you have with the government. And I don't know if that's good or bad, but that's the way the system is. So you might as well use it if you want to use it. Because that seems to work best. I love your present. Oh, thank you, Fabi. Saturn, boy, that's a great name. Fabi Saturn. What do you think? Oh, actually, people keep asking me about Bitcoin. I put a link on Facebook.com, Matthew Lesko. I have a tab there called My News. I put a link there from something from the SEC about Bitcoin. And what I get from that is the reason you have to be careful with Bitcoin because it's not regulated. So there's no way to get satisfaction if you get screwed over. So you bank, there's ways to get satisfaction, you get screwed over because they're regulated. Your stockbroker, there's ways to get satisfaction because they're regulated. But Bitcoin, there's no ways to get satisfaction. So that's gambling. Well, so is the stock market to me, but that's right. What do you think of those work-at-home jobs? Are they legit? There are a lot of legit work-at-home jobs, Chick B. So if you're looking for extra income, yes. I used to never think that, but now with the gig economy and more and more jobs are being there. Now they say 90% of all the new jobs that we're creating in the world are going to be those that are alternative work relationships, not a traditional job. They're going to be like working at home jobs and stuff like that. The key to that is never give anybody money before you get money. So never order anything. Really, you mentioned call center jobs. Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So they're good, but see, they're again, no, maybe misunderstood. Really, what I said. No, I think work at home jobs from the internet are good, but not the ones that ask you for money. Never give people money. And I'm saying that work at home jobs are growing because they're legitimate jobs. There's a lot of legitimate jobs. They used to not be. And that's, see, the other thing too about starting a business. I think people are just screwing you that want you to start a business and ask you for money, for you to sell something they have. You don't have to do that. And that's not a business. That's a business for them selling something to you. That's their business. If you want a business, you find similar kind of products that you could sell for free, and everybody in business wants people to sell their product. And so you could do that for free. I mean, you could sell my stuff, and I'll give you 20%. You want to sell that? And actually share a sale. That's what I do. Shareasale.com. It's on my product. So if you want to sell any of my stuff, you can go on shareasale.com, sign up, and get 20% of what you sell. So that's and it costs you nothing. Hey, my friend, are you Puritan? No, I'm just greedy and lazy, or well, no, I'm not lazy. None of us are lazy. We're lazy when we're doing stuff when we don't want to do. That's when we're lazy. We don't care. That's why I think the key in life is find something you care about. Then you'll never be lazy for the rest of your life. And then you'll feel better about every day that you're existing here on this planet or Earth or whatever the hell this is. You, my friend, are pure. Well, that's wonderful to hear. Thank you so much. I don't deserve it, I feel, because I always see other people. You look like Bernie Sanders and the Riddler mixed up with one. Yeah, I guess Bernie has hair like this, right? He's about my age too. I think I'm 74. I think he's in that. That's why we gotta get rid of these old goddamn politicians. We have enough of these people. We got young people. The world is about tomorrow, not all these old people who found out how to survive in the world, yesterday. That doesn't work anymore. And it's you younger people that know about tomorrow and what's going to happen, where we're going, have a better instinct for where the world is going. I mean, we can't go back to the 1950s. That's over. And it seems like that's what we're trying to do as a country. Go back to the 1950s. And that's just nuts. So this guy I was talking to today on the lesco.com talk thing, and about 15 minutes, that's all it takes usually. And $1 a minute if you asked. But he was after starting this thing where he was going to educate people about buying a car. Would you say the easiest grants to get, is it federal or a corporate grant? Don't know a lot of corporate grants. They're very few. And the ones, at least for business, that I've seen are usually just for publicity. In other words, like FedEx will have a grant for entrepreneurs, and they'll give $25,000. $25,000 of FedEx is nothing. So they give one of these as 6 months or a year, and then they spend $300,000 promoting that they're giving a grant of $25,000. Now that's just crazy. So they're not big factors in the business. You may get lucky, and you note about. I mean, don't forget. The name of the game is you play everywhere. That's the only way you're going to get anything. But again, particularly if it's for business, you want. Bernie is 76. Oh, that old fart. He's 2 years older than me. If you're in business not to get a grant. You're in business to get a customer, and that's what you have to do. You have to spend all your energy from day one figuring out what a customer wants, how to solve their problem. And that's why if you spend 6 months trying to get a grant, and that would be no time at all. I mean, at least Could be, you know, maybe be faster, maybe. There's no one way to do anything. There's no time limit for anything. You know, things happen different ways, different times, all the time. Hi, Sherry. So you never know. But if you spend 6 months, you could start your business for zero. Like I was trying to explain the fella today. He wanted to do a videos on buying a car. Well, see, to me is you can have an idea and money to live on and travel for a month. I need money to live on and travel for a month. Actually, if you have a van now, there's a lot of ways people are traveling in a van and making money on the road. Like you could travel the country. There's resorts that are looking for people traveling around just to hire for a week, a month, or whatever. Amazon all over the country now is because they have these supply. They're looking for help. So you could stop for a week and they pay for your camping ground. You know, how do you like that? They pay for your camping ground. Oh, there she is, Naima. Naima, I gotta help you get to your stuff more. You know. Give me a shout, okay, so we could think more about how to get that math business of yours going. You know, and just brainstorm and think of ways that stuff you could try that costs no money that may do something. But you know, back at the RV, you know, people are doing this. People, I'm a single mom. Yes, single moms are the backbone of our country, you know, because without them, man, you know, and it's really women that are carrying the whole load. I mean, everything I see, they take care of the elderly, they're really default on taking care of the children. I was involved with somebody who was trying to get out of jail, and they were, I went to these like 12 sessions you had to go before you sponsor somebody to get out of jail early or something. All women. I was the only guy there. So they're taking care of the returning citizens, they call them. So they're really carrying the heavy load, you know. And I think I said this last night is that, but you could write off, you know, raising children, family, and everything. You know, you could write off a horse more on your tax returns than you can raising family. I mean, this country is not really family oriented. You know, daycare costs, you know, what we say last week or yesterday, you know, 300 times more than any other country. You know, higher education is the same way. Yeah, it's nuts. Now, where was I? That's all I need. Oh, about the camping. I mean, this is it. So in the van, a lot of people retired or whatever, they go and they travel. So then it costs them nothing because they work for a week, travel for a week or whatever, and they're doing neat things, meet neat people, and they get their camping space all paid for. You know, so there's just this van life that people are doing. And actually, I run into people who call me on lesco.com/talk who are living in their van. This guy was living in his van in San Diego. Yeah. He said it's great because he belongs to a housing is so expensive, right? And I want to get that chart. I saw a chart. See, our average wage is like level for the last 30 years, and the cost of housing is all the things we need in life is going crazy. Wages are staying the same. Housing is going crazy. Healthcare is going crazy. College education is going crazy. All these things are going up except wages. Now, that's, I think, the biggest problem, except for the rich people. So the rich people are going to the stratosphere, and the rest of us, you know, that have a wage. You know, this is where I think, you know, the big issue is. I need to talk to you, Sebastian. Okay, Sebastian, let me write this here. So it's lesco.com, C-O-M. Don't ask me to spell anything. Talk, T-A-L-K. Okay, lesco.com/talk. You know, and that's how to make an appointment, and you choose 3 times, or usually 9 times out of 10. They're good for me because all I'm doing is sitting behind my computer researching and stuff like that, or helping you guys, you know, when I'm doing this. So that's easy to do, and usually get a time to do that. And then I write back, and then we both call a phone number, you know, and you get charged $1 a minute. So if it takes 10 minutes or you know, 50 minutes or whatever, you'll just be charged $1 a minute. And you can always stop whenever you want, you know, so just be careful. because sometimes people start up for 15 minutes or something like that, because I think that's the less. But if it only takes 5 minutes, we just hang up on each other and you only get charged $5, so don't worry. I have the best idea of making serious money every month, and I need a business partner because the startup is probably $5,000. The app purchase would make us a fortune from this game. So do you want to build an app? I lost thousands of dollars from John Beck real estate infomercial. He went missing. Yes, I mean, I think all those real estate infomercials, whether it's John Beck, I don't know the guy, but even Trump had to give out $25 million in refunds because he screwed all these people, on the real estate. That's I don't know how he became president. I guess I could guess. Every month I know this to be true because I made apps for Google Play and made $3,000 a month. Well, that's great. I mean, now there used to be apps. There's used to be ways to crowdfunding for an app, and there still is. The big sites I've seen recently, there used to be separate crowdfunding sites just for app developers, and then you share in the revenue and all that kind of stuff. That went away, I think. That was in the beginning of the app development. Now it's leveled off a little bit, but there's still, you could raise money for that in two biggest ones are Kickstarter and Indiegogo. So that would be, I'd look at those websites and look for apps in there to see what kind of apps they're raising. In other words, you don't have to have the app. You just need money to develop the app. So if you need 10 grand, 50 grand, or whatever the heck it is, you do it. And it costs nothing. See, this is what I was trying to tell the guy who was trying to do this seminar, teach automobile. You could say, okay, I'm going to do these books on how to, to teach your kid math. Okay? But I need $5,000 to do it. Okay, you go on crowdfunding and do that, and raise, say you want to charge, $50 for the book. Okay, so now what you do is you describe the book or whatever on these crowdfunding sites, and you're waiting for, if it's $50, so that means what? You need 100 people to do the book and get your $5,000. That's all. So they're buying the book ahead of time. It's really what it does, but they believe in it. And they can't find it anywhere else. So this is how people are starting businesses, and why this is so important. I really have a platinum service with you. Oh, cool. Why this is more important to you is that, oh gosh, it was hard to hold it too. I already have a platinum service. Okay, I'll send you a link. Sebastian, I'll send you a special link. Send me Let's Go Free Radio. Let's Go. Yeah, you get a special deal, okay? And let me send you a special link for that. Okay. So is that, which one is that, Sebastian? But if you remember, I'll send you the free one, don't worry. But send me, if you don't get that link from me in a day or two, just beat on me again because I forget. Okay, so now if you're looking for that, to build something like that. See, the thing is, whatever business you're going to do, you're not going to be in business until you get customers. So most of us in traditional business and old style business was always to build the product, get it in the store, and see who buys it. Okay? Now this is how we all been back. The same way with inventors. What we do is, okay, we have an idea, we have to make it and get it out there and put it out there and make our millions of dollars. Okay. Now, because that was the process, you had to make a whole garage full of these things before people saw it and you could get customers. You had to find money to do it. And you would do that by venture capitalists or borrowing from all your friends and neighbors or whatever. And then you do that. Hiya, Joseph from Harrisburg, you're back. And so what happens, though, is what happens if you're wrong? See, most of the times you're wrong. I know I'm wrong 90% of the times. I've written 100 books and only 10 made money. So I know I'm wrong 90% of the time. And this is what I do for a living. I know other people who are wrong. And they're a little better than me, but not bad much, is investors. people, the Shark Tank people, these people who invest in, small businesses and ideas and inventors and everything like that, they're wrong 85% of the time. See, I'm worse than they are. I'm wrong 90% of the time. They're wrong 85% of the time. So you're trying to convince people like that to invest in your business, an idea, whatever, so you could make it and get out there and then find a customer, okay? Made Flappy Birdie, now it makes $200,000 a month on an in-app purchases. Yes, I mean, there's lots of ways. I mean, that doesn't matter. I mean, it may not. What you have to do is find out about your market for what you're making, and that's the important thing. But see, that's why if you're going on doing this on a crowdfunding, mine is way better. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure it should be if you're interested in it, right? So what you do with crowdfunding, otherwise you have to go out and convince some individual with money who probably doesn't even play games on his computer, but he has money and he thinks he knows everything. That's like the Shark Tank people. They have money and they think they know everything, and they're wrong 85% of the time. So you forget all about that stuff and you go right to the customer without the product. That's what crowdfunding allows you to do. You go to the customer with no product, okay? But just the idea. And so people, if they get excited about it or not, and you show them enough so they understand everything, and then they'll either buy it ahead of time. And this is what people are doing. So people are buying. Like I have a friend, actually, this young guy I know is a musician, a piano player, and stuff like that, and he's struggling piano player. Well, he wrote a book, or a bunch of lessons on, and the book is called I Suck at Piano. and he put it on the Kickstarter. This is just recently, in the last month, hoping to get like $5,000 so he could finish the book and get it out there. He raised $100,000, something like that, $90,000, some more. Yeah. You look dope as hell. Dope as hell? Is that good or bad? I don't know what.
That's good.
Oh, it is? and so that's it. So he didn't even do the book yet. So now he's got $50,000. Now that's motive to do the book. So that's why with your app, it's the same way. You go on to do that, and now you just don't put it on there and things happen. You have to make that happen. It's going to take your work. But if you do it on a big enough site, if you get a little traction, then it's easier to multiply. You get other stuff, just because you're there. A good thing. I know. My wife just told me, she's in the other room working, and she said, "Yes, that is good." I said, to me, at my age, I think, well, I look dopey. Well, that's not bad either to me. I sort of, I could have. That's why I sort of really feel wearing the question mark suit. One of the things that really keeps me wearing it is that it makes people smile. And if I could do that in life, man, what's better, in life than doing something like that? And so that's really cool. I mean, that's what made my life really cool like that. So that's why you have to, okay, if you want to look for the money, that's fine. Here are the sources to start or whatever, but then you have to be thinking of alternatives. You have to have a plan B. Otherwise, you have to be a true entrepreneur and always, because most things aren't going to work, your first ideas. And that's another thing about customers. Before you get the money, you now know there's customers before you do the product. See, before, if you're getting money, doing the product, going for customers, oh shit, I should have done it this way, that way, or the other way. But if you're getting the money, from customers to do the product, you learn all that before you do the product, and that's what's neat. You are buffering a lot tonight. Buffering, really? Huh, I wonder what that is. Why? Is that me, you, or the snow? How do you bring them to crowdfunding with a link? Yep, that's the key. And that's why, most of us don't have a big enough list to make that happen. So what you have to do is how you're going to make your project on crowdfunding interesting enough, or get in bed with someone who has a lot of lists. So let's say I'm thinking of like the piano guy. Okay, so now just think if he had this idea and needed people, I don't know if he did this or not, but there's an idea comes to me, that he went to all the people teaching piano lessons, the music schools and things like that. I have a membership under the name of Javier de Andre. This is my email, Jen. Can you send this to this email? I can't because I don't have, I lose this after this is over, so please email me, Sebastian. I'm going to lose this. When we stop the live, I lose all the messages. Maybe I don't, but I don't know how to find them. So to me, that's as good as I lose them. And so to organizations like that, that you can share the money with them, is a way to do that. If they're giving you, in other words, they could promote it to their people or whatever and say, maybe it's a $50 book, you give them $10 on everything like that. Man, because that's better than buying ads. See, because that is much better than buying ads, because you're going to buy ads and not know if you're going to get any money back. This way, it's okay to give money if you get money. You don't give money if you don't get money. The same way with finding, opportunities on the internet to work at home or something. Don't give any money unless you're getting money. So you want to be a dog sitter, when people go away and they leave their pooch with you for 2 or 3 days and give you whatever it is, 50, 100 bucks, I don't know what they sell for. To get on that website and get that kind of business costs you nothing. But when you get that 100 bucks, you have to give them 10 bucks or whatever it is, to do that. That's the way you pay for things. Going out and buying ads to pay for that, you're spending hundreds of dollars on ads or whatever, and who the hell knows what you're going to get back? You don't know. I don't know. I still don't know. Hello to my girlfriend, Jackie. Boy, hiya, Jackie. Sebastian doesn't trust me, I don't think. But that's the way, because you don't know. Once you get in the business for a long time and you know exactly what works and why, then you could pay for ads. But until you do that in the beginning, that's crazy. I mean, that's how I went out of business all the time. Until I figured that out, then I was able to figure it out. Because see, you're going to change a lot. That's another reason why you don't want to start something and build the Sistine Chapel and nobody wants to go to church anymore. That's why if you don't build it yet, but go out and get the market reaction, which crowdfunding gives you, and you say, oh shit, I'm glad I didn't do that. And they tell you what you should do. This is why I'm doing this with you guys. You're telling me what you need, what your problems are. And then I have to be clever enough to develop products that help you with those problems. But I can't sit and think what I think you know. No, we're not good enough for that. And the language, and you're even not good enough to tell me. I have to, I will go to PewDiePie and Paul Logan. Don't know what that is. Isn't Paul Logan that Australian actor, was in alligator movies or something like that? Oh, Crocodile, that's what it is. Done Deal, is that probably, is that Paul Logan? Maybe it's, I don't know. Anyway, so that's why, to me now, with the technology and the platforms available, are cutting the cycle of creation down. Because otherwise, we had to think of a product, get money, produce it, and then go out and find people to buy it. Now, we forget all that. We go to the people to give us money to buy it before we do anything. See? So you cut down the cycle, so you could process more ideas faster that way than doing it the old way. But old things are hard to change. I will go, and it's hard. I mean, that's why I think older people have trouble in life, like me, is because we had success at something. And it's hard if you were successful at something and worked before. It's sort of like an old joke. Oh, they laughed before, and then, nah, you're just old stale bread, And that's why young people who don't have that success, they're just looking ahead and looking for opportunities. Old people are carrying around success and trying to fit those, that success and what's going on now. And you can't do it. That's, the egg before the chicken, or the reverse, or whatever it is. We have to just look at the opportunities and be creative as possible about it. And the way that is creative is by trying stuff as much as you can. It's sort of like learning to walk. You're not going to learn to walk by studying the book more. You know, you're going to learn to walk by trying to get on your feet and taking a step, and as soon as you fall on your ass, you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to do something different, you know, and that's how you learn. And so anything new you're going to do is like that. So you're going to just be prepared to fall on your butt 100 times. And that's life. There's no shortcut. There may be, and then you'll get written up on a book because of it. Then everybody else is going to try to copy you because that sounded neat and easy and everything, and then it won't work for them. You have to find your own thing. Yeah, and that's what really works, and that's what will really work for you. So that's your mission in life, is doing that. What works for you? We're all different, aren't we? Yeah, there's some similarities, of course, but it's that differentness that really is our special part too, that we have to share to other people. And that's the important part of life, I think, for us, to find out what's unique about you. That's why I think for anything to be successful, you have to dig inside. Sure, you have to see the market, but how are you going to fit what's special about you into all that stuff that people want? And you have to figure out how they want it, what they want it, and what format. And that's kind of thing. I haven't figured out that yet. I did in the past when people bought reference books, but people don't buy reference books anymore. So that doesn't work for me anymore. I got to figure out this stuff, and I don't know yet. The only people I found is making money out of social media are the people teaching you how to make money out of social media. And so that's why it's I think you learn more by doing and creating, you know, something unique. You're going to copy everything. Well, we already got that. Why the hell people want more of that stuff? They're just copying it, you know. And that's not fun, at least for me. But we all have to struggle through this way, in one way or another. Okay, guys, I think, how do I spend like 50 minutes? I said, well, I'll do 20 minutes or so and ask some questions. I just can't shut up, can I? It's terrible. It's embarrassing, I guess, but I enjoy it, and that's the key. That's how I could do it, and I didn't even know where the time went. So thanks for helping me do that. I'll talk to you soon. You need something? I don't know if you remember the things last night I told you about the 2 offers I have. Letsgo.com, you know, on the Udemy courses, the 2 Udemy courses I have here. One for getting out of debt, and that's No Debt 2016 at letsgo.com/course, and the other is My Biz 2018. I mean 2018 for no debt. And the other one is My Biz 2018 at letsgo.com/course. Of course, it's a course. Of course, it's a horse. Anybody remember Mr. Ed? I was on a show with him. I remember. And the letsgo.com/one-stop. Those, you know, for your state sources, 327 personal grants for your state. This is the biggest source of personal grant information ever been available to mankind. You know, I've been studying this for 40 years or more. Wilbur, oh Wilbur! Yeah, I was on a talk show with him way back when. I guess when he was still alive. But that's to me, I love doing those things because it's something I've been working on for 50 years. Thank you. Here's your message. Nice. Name it. Yeah. Let me know. Give me a text when you want to, if you want to kick around some more stones. Okay. Oh my God, I know who you are. Yes, I do too. So letsgo.com/one-stop. That's where I have all the, you could download. It's normally $79. I'm still trying to keep it at $59. So you could download it right away. 450 pages of over 300 programs, over 100 videos, the largest source of personal grant information, easy income sources, just for your state. So you don't have, I mean, if you go to Google try and do this, you get gazillions. And that's what I do. I mean, I can't guarantee all of them work for you. Nobody knows that. All I could do is put them in one place for you. Now, whether any of these women want to go out with you, that's up to you and them. So it's the same way with grants. It's up to you and them whether you make a match or not. But I get them all in a room for you, to save all that, so you know you have it all. So you can put aside and then go on with something else in your life, because you'll have the same thing. See, the fat cats use this, and this is what frustrates me. Every rich person in this country lives off government programs. The rest of us thinks there's some hocus pocus to it, or no. It's just research shit. That's what I love doing. So let me do it for you. I'll see you. Thanks. Oh, deep breath. Oh, I will breath. I don't know how to get out of this thing. And there. Okay. There that. Okay, Facebooker, see ya.